A lot going on here in the Queen City. There's Tryon Street in uptown Charlotte, home of the Hornets. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. We'll be catching up in a bit from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We'll see the Charlotte Hornets defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
I mean, a tough one. Faced some serious intensity in terms of that comeback, and they just got overwhelmed in that fourth quarter. Unfortunately, just couldn't stay in the game long enough to force overtime.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Kristaps Porzingis was taken with the 4th pick in 2015, and he was considered a project then. But he's shown himself ready, and part of that has been his mentality. He said, they thought I was afraid, but that's not who I am. I'll never back down from anybody. If I want to succeed, I can't be scared of anybody. I've got to be fearless out there on the court. Kevin?
Thanks, G8. And what's scary is Porzingis is only going to get better. That kind of fearlessness will help him in the long run. Doris, this is about the time the trades start to happen. But let me ask you, if you acquire someone mid-season, this is always tricky. Can you reasonably expect that person then to continue and help you in the playoffs?
You know, I think you can, Kevin. I think some of it is how well does that person fit, both in terms of the skill set they bring to the table. Do they complement the pieces already in existence? And the other part is, and maybe the untold part, is the personality aspect of this. Think back to Cleveland's championship. LeBron's first in Cleveland and the first in countless years in the city of Cleveland, Channing Frye. People will not necessarily associate him with that championship, but if you ask the Cleveland Cavaliers, that guy's ability to mesh on the basketball floor and bring the respective pieces of the puzzle together were crucial in that championship. The answer is a definitive yes, you can.
So what I'm hearing in your answer is that it's a lot on the floor, but boy, there's a lot to consider what they do off the floor, in your locker room.
Yeah, both pieces important, no doubt.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's McDermott. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Myleague in at the point. Now here's Kaminsky. The dish now to Howard. Walker with it. Screen by Howard. Walker goes in. It's rebounded by New York. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group was inconsistent.
Well, certainly it wasn't their best night shooting the basketball. What you have to do is now put it aside and get focused for the next one.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Now, here's Walker. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Portland.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
Sinks the three-pointer. Batum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And if he can hit that shot, it spreads the defense out and really changes the complexion of the game.
It just opens the court up so much more, and you like to see him get into a rhythm from beyond the arc.
Porzingis against Howard. Off the pick. And it's off the back rim. No good.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range.
Outside, Walker. He dishes it to Lamb. Now here's Kaminsky. 8 points his last outing. 4 on the shot clock. Over Porzingis. Porzingis with the block.
This guy's showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
To the paint. Pass to Myleague. He feeds it to McDermott. Kanter with a screen on Batum. There's a screen by Kanter. Porzingis kicks to McDermott, trying his luck deep. No good, shot missing. And Charlotte will go the other way with it, fresh from a win against Portland.
And the story of that game was their terrific rhythm on the offensive end.
Right, you could tell they were in a groove all night. They looked comfortable, they didn't rush. It was gorgeous execution.
New York trailing. Outside, Porzingis. Howard against Cantor. Screen by Porzingis. Hardaway with a wide open look. New York, no good that time either. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 6 in the field. Here's Batum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Batum's got 5 points so far.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Boy, seizing control right away. Send a message on that possession.
Now here's Hardaway. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of a former all-star point guard. Junior, not maybe the same ball handler his father was, but he can sure fill it up. And I really feel like he's established his niche in the NBA.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
That free throw good from Hardaway. And Hardaway Jr., a 6'6" shooting guard out of Michigan. Talk about his game a little bit for us, Greg. Analyze where he is.
Above average in terms of his athletic ability, improving defensively, and right now he's playing off the ball, whether spotting up or filling the lane. I think this guy's got a chance to be special. He's passionate, and boy, does he compete.
And Doris, you look at the Knicks team, and clearly the future is going to be built around Porzingis.
Well, and you think back to the Knicks mortgaging away their future at times to make a run at the playoffs, but I think it's now time to build from the ground up. They've got some draft picks to work with going forward, and though it may not be immediate, Porzingis is a nice centerpiece to build around.
Howard, good.
And Howard, too big, too strong for the defense inside.
Knicks trail by 3. Cantor with a screen on Walker. Passes it to McDermott. Pass to Porzingis. There's a screen by Cantor. Shoots from 14. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Porzingis has got his second basket of the night.
Well, it didn't matter. That was really spirited defense. But when you're 7 feet tall and have a high release point, as Porzingis does, turn the lights out.
Charlotte moving it around. Outside, Walker. Porzingis with the block. Now here's McDermott, guarded closely. Pass to Ntilikina. Porzingis inside. Kaminsky's there. Porzingis again. Porzingis has got 6. Charlotte trailing. Here's Walker. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Howard against Porzingis. Howard in the post. Over Porzingis. Nice D from Porzingis. Here's Ntilikina. 9 points last game out. Kicks to Cantor. There's a screen by Cantor. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Kaminsky. A fast break now for Charlotte. Kaminsky leading the charge. Outside, Walker. Screen by Howard. That's tipped, and they're able to recover. And the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on the block, but also got the body, so some free throws coming up right now. Charlotte shooting their first free throw tonight.
One shot.
And the free throw good from Howard.
And the former first overall pick in the 04 draft, Howard has had a stellar career, a dominant force who continues to frustrate the opposition.
Now here's McDermott. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Porzingis. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
You can see the reason it can be a tough day down low, and he's going after it on the glass. Some serious length to contend with.
Here's Ntilikina. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Cantor. Pass to Ntilikina. Cantor kicks to Hardaway. Second shot opportunity. And the rebound goes to Howard.
Boy, the defense gets into his head and alters his release when he really doesn't have to.
And it's in there. Kaminsky's got his first basket of the night.
I'll tell you, the feed puts him in prime position to convert. The assist was where it needed to be.
There's a screen by Cantor. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
Now here's Walker. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. 6 to shoot. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Porzingis with the block.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Now for the last 2 decades, there have been a lot of big men coming from Europe who have been tagged as the next Dirk. A lot of lofty expectations to live up to. But Porzingis, Doris, Porzingis seems to be one who is answering that call.
Well, I think Porzingis certainly on his way to being as beloved as Dirk is, both here and back in Europe. And the reason you like the comparison, both are size and skill combined. And they have praised each other in the past. A little bit of a mutual admiration society.
Group on the floor now for Charlotte, and a new group in for the Knicks. Hernangomez is checked in for Enes Kanter. Beasley comes in for McDermott. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Jarrett Jack is subbed in for Ntilikina. Now here's Carter Williams. Over Jack. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Lee kicks to Beasley. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Charlotte in the lead. Now Monk. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. From downtown, Knicks with the rebound. Porzingis has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Beasley kicks to Hernangomez. The game now all time. Hernangomez has got his first points of the game.
That's one thing about Willie. He has no trouble being aggressive, particularly when operating close.
Picked by Zeller. Monk kicks to Zeller. The feed to Monk. Outside for Carter Williams. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Knicks trail by 3. Outside, Porzingis. Dishes to Beasley. Williams against Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk, but with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks. He can be special.
Now here's Carter Williams. Feeds it to Monk. Back to Williams. And here is Monk. With the floater, Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. He kicks to Jack. Porzingis with a screen on Carter Williams. Back to Porzingis. Good, and Jack gets the assist. And that's now 10 points for Porzingis.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
To the right side. And the ball travels out of bounds. Last touch by Kid Gilchrist.
Well, he just gets ahead of himself and throws it away, right? You've got to have better focus than that.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for the Knicks. The Knicks with the lead. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Doris, so many players do tend to shy away from contact, but which players, in your opinion, really love the physical aspect of the game, really helps their game?
Well, let's go old school. And the ground and pound game of Zach Randolph. The guy doesn't have an inch in terms of his vertical jump, but has managed to be well into his 2nd decade in the NBA. For me, Zach, Zebo doing work on the box, a thing of beauty.
First one falls for him. Second free throw, no good. Charlotte has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Outside for Carter Williams. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Covered by Beasley. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And when you look at Kid Gilchrist, and he is certainly known for his ability to defend and attack the rim. He's a terrific athlete, and he uses that athleticism on both sides of the floor, and just the prototype when you look at that hybrid forward position.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Free throw drops for Kid Gilchrist. And you look at the size and game of Kid Gilchrist, he is the opposite of what most GMs look for in that 3 spot. But Greg, he makes it work.
Yeah, I mean, most teams want a tall 3 that can stretch the floor. Kid Gilchrist isn't that, but still gets playing time because he's effective when on the floor. If you play defense like he does, you're going to find a way to get on the floor.
1:32 left in the first quarter. And Jack kicks to Hernangomez. O'Quinn with it. And a wide open look for Lee. They grab their own miss. Hernangomez passes to Jack. Misses in close.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Monk, no one around him. No good that time. And New York will come the other way. Jack against Carter Williams. Lee kicks to Beasley. Lee, a screen on Kid Gilchrist. Here's Beasley. Another shot. And no good. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. Williams dishes to Zeller. Can't hit from in close.
Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
Williams with the steal. Beasley. Williams with the block.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
And it's Carter Williams in the corner. Williams kicks to Monk. Back to Williams. There's the pass to Kid Gilchrist. 5 on the clock. From past the arc. The shot off that time. tie game here in Charlotte. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the floor.
Play free. Just play like you're playing street ball. Just have fun. Just play the game that you've been playing, forever.
Infectious enthusiasm. You see it every time he steps on the floor. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, you love the determination. It seems like every rebound is theirs for the taking. They are overwhelming the opposition.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Sessions out there with Lee. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. Then there's Beasley. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 5. Now here's Sessions. Beasley outside. Back to Sessions. Beasley sets a screen for Sessions. Courtney Lee is on the wing. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Lee's got his first 3 points of the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Monk kicks to Zeller. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And the dunk by Zeller. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Now, here's Monk. Here's Stone, picked by Zeller. Here's Monk. That 3 off the mark. New York trailing. Beasley inside. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. And that one is good by Beasley.
Well, Jeff Hornacek was chosen to be the head coach of the New York Knicks with the understanding that the triangle offense would be part of the system put in place. Now with the change in the front office, that is no longer the case, guys.
Here's Stone. Michael Beasley picking up that last basket. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Monk. Second chance shot. Williams kicks to Monk. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Monk's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Knicks shooting 40% from the field. Beasley outside. Sessions up top. The dish to O'Quinn. Lee outside. Beasley sets a screen for Lee. Over Monk. And that one comes up a bit short. The Hornets are probably more comfortable with an up-tempo modern style. And Doris will see what he does with this new offensive freedom. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Kid Gilchrist, a screen on Lee. Monk, the pass to Zeller. Out to the right wing. The shot by Monk is no good.
Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
O'Quinn with it, working on Williams. There's Lee with the 3. Again, the miss by Lee. The Hornets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Zeller, a screen on Sessions. Stone kicks to Zeller. And a fast break now for New York. Over Kid Gilchrist. And that one is good by Beasley. Beasley's got 5 now. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Monk kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Williams. That one wide left. New York's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The drive by Lee. That one drops for him.
Well, Courtney Lee is a smart, strong veteran, taking it right to the defense. You know, this is one thing that Courtney Lee will always do. He's going to play defense. He can guard multiple positions. It's why he'll always be a mainstay of a rotation.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte, and a new group in for the Knicks. Cantor checked in for Hernan Gomez. Noah comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. Thomas checked in for Michael Beasley. And it's Ntilikina in for Sessions. And with Lee, doesn't make a lot of highlight-level defensive plays, but Doris, he's sneaky with how effective he can be on that end of the floor.
Well, Lee will get you some steals. He'll get down in a defensive stance and guard his man. He's got great reach, quick hands to bother jump shooters. There's a lot to like about this guy in terms of his tenacity.
Now, here's Walker. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Shoots over Cantor. Offensive rebound. Howard dishes to Walker. Another shot. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Pass to Lee. Thomas a screen. Lee kicks it to Noah. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right, the effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
Now here's Walker. And Courtney Lee gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Hardaway's checked in for Courtney Lee. And so here's Charlotte, trailing by 4. Here's Howard. But they recover it. Outside, Walker lets it go from deep. Knicks with the rebound. Cantor's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Boy, he hasn't given them much of anything tonight. He's got to look for his own shot a little less and keep the ball moving.
The 3 from Thomas. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Howard's got 7 rebounds in the game. Batum passes to Walker. Now Howard. A 14-point game for him in the win against Portland.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
New York leading by 4. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Now with this break, let's check out just how the rebounding has been divided up in this game between the front and back court for the Hornets.
And it's been the bigs doing most of the work on the glass, and really no surprise there. That's what you pay those guys for, to control that paint and haul in those misses.
Here's Walker. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Screen by Howard. Walker dishes to Batum. The 10-footer. No good that time. Great defense that time from Noah. The Knicks have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Thomas, good.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Outside, Walker. Outside, Batum. Graham kicks to Howard. Just 5 on the clock. And he elevates, and then the slam. Cantor did not like that.
And not a whole lot that D can do. Once Howard is in position for the dunk, he might as well start jogging back the other way.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well. Now, here's Cantor. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Ntilikina. And not sure what he was thinking there. Outside, Walker. Screen by Howard. And here's Walker. He dishes it to Kaminsky. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Now here's Hardaway. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Outside, Walker. Charlotte moving it around. He feeds it to Graham. Here's Kaminsky. Screen by Howard. Up and in on the layup. 7 points for Frank Kaminsky. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Charlotte making a switch. Lamb's checked in. And then for New York, Porzingis is checked in for Enes Kanter. McDermott comes in for Thomas. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Ntilikina. Jack passes to Porzingis. Over Kaminsky. That one rolling around and rims out. Charlotte in the lead. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Jack with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pass to McDermott. At the elbow, it's Noah. Back to McDermott. Batum with the steal. It's stolen by Jack. McDermott dishes to Noah. McDermott kicks to Jack. And stolen by Howard. Now here's Lamb. He had 10 points in the win against Portland. Here's Walker. Howard with a screen on Jack. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Walker penetrating. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
If he were shooting a bit better tonight, they'd be much further ahead in the scoreboard.
Poked away, and so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
And let's briefly take a look at the stats for Kristaps Porzingis. His last 10 games have been exceptional. He's getting around 20 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents in the NBA and operating at the highest level right now.
Now here's Noah. Kicks it to Hardaway. Noah with a screen for Hardaway. To stop the run, Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Walker with a clean look. Offensive rebound. Batum passes to Walker. And Lamb kicks to Kaminsky. The kick out to Walker. To the paint. It's deflected. There's 1:47 left in the first half. The wide open look here for Porzingis, and too long on the shot.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
Now Lamb looking for his first basket still in this one. And Batum kicks to Kaminsky. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Walker. But Trey tries again, and there's the nice layup by Howard. Howard's got 11.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here is Hardaway. Jack passes to Porzingis. No coverage that time. He's got 12.
Yeah, Porzingis so good at squaring up his body when he pulls up for that mid-range jumper.
Outside, Walker. Screened by Howard. Batum dishes to Walker. Fires for three. Hits it from three-point range. Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Now here is Jack. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Outside, Porzingis wants to get it off to Noah and does. Over Howard. And that one hits back iron. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 16-6 run. And here is Lamb. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Kaminsky comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Dwight, what is the team's mental approach to the game tonight?
Just attack, make the defense help. And if they help, make the right pass. If they don't help, try to score.
We'll see if we can keep it going in the second half. Thanks, Dwight. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We so hope you enjoyed our first half. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime report. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. They really touched on the right formula in the second quarter as they were able to pull out to a 6-point lead before the halftime break. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
Well, I like their effort on the boards because the game could come down to just a few key possessions, and extra rebounds can give you those extra possessions if you work at it.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Well, the reserves came in and played like starters, gave them some big points off the bench. It'll be no surprise to see them get more minutes in the second half. They definitely deserve it. Though sometimes when you get more minutes, you get exposed. We shall see.
That's it for now as the second half just about ready to go.
Welcome back to Charlotte, the Duke Energy Center, the building in the foreground there. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
It's been about his ability to just lock down the opponent from a defensive standpoint. A lot of shots also being blocked.
Well, he has been in the grill of his man all night. He's used his reach to turn away those shots. You have to love the defensive effort.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Here's Lamb. Kaminsky and Howard, the tall front line. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb, and it's Batum in at the small forward position. So that's the Hornets 5. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And Howard always one of the top offensive rebounders in the league.
For Charlotte, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
One shot behind the lanes.
Well, we all have hobbies outside basketball, Doris. You've said that one of your passions is cooking, and I know this personally. I have to ask, what's your best dish? What's your specialty?
You know, that might be too many to name, but if I were to pick just one, I would probably have to say my chicken tetrazzini is my children's favorite. Boy, I can throw down in the kitchen, Kevin.
Learn that from Mom? You just picked it up on your own? How'd you learn to be such a good cook?
You know, my daughter and I, that was one thing that sort of really bonded us. We would watch a little cooking show on TV, head to the kitchen and try to reproduce it. So Sarah and I did some work.
Love that story. Now, Kaminsky, after the missed three from Doug McDermott. Just 5 to shoot. He's feeling it. No good from Howard. Knicks trail by 9. Outside Hardaway. Here's Ntilikina. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Ntilikina's got his third basket of the night right there.
Ntilikina continues to impress from deep. He's definitely showing he's comfortable shooting it from beyond.
Now here's Walker. He has 5. That one goes in.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
The feed now to McDermott. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to Ntilikina. Cantor with a screen on Walker. Ntilikina can't hit. Hornets leading by 8. Over in the corner, Batum dishes to Lamb. Kaminsky kicks to Walker. Kaminsky the pass to Walker. Feeds to Kaminsky. Charlotte moving the ball around. Walker's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside Hardaway. To the inside. It's stolen by Kaminsky.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
Outside, Walker. He kicks it to Lamb. The pass to Kaminsky. Shot clock at 5. Porzingis with the block. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Screen by Howard. Outside, Walker. There's the dish to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
I mean, physical defense, but Howard just too strong.
Knicks trail by 8. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Cantor against Howard. There's a screen by Cantor. Hardaway from outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Hardaway has got 7.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Outside, Walker. Down low. Kaminsky in the corner. Here's Lamb. Bangs home the trifecta. Lamb's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. New York calls timeout.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
making some changes. Marvin Williams is checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Monk comes in for Lamb. And Julian Stone subbed in for Kemba Walker. And a new group in for the Knicks. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Enes Kanter. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Doug McDermott. And Lee's subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr.
And you can see he's been working on that post game. Ntilikina showing some skill set down on that low block, using that length to his advantage.
Now here's Batum. He's got 5. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Here's Lee, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And now it's just a 4-point Charlotte lead. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime.
How about Willie Hernan Gomez, right? The Spanish player comes over for his rookie year in 2017. He has certainly showed flashes. This guy has got legit size, and he's only going to improve as he gets comfortable.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by New York. Beasley outside. Batum with the steal. Passes it to Monk. Howard setting the pick for Monk. Williams for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Knicks trail by 7. And for Hernan Gomez, actually was brought in at the request of his frontline mate Porzingis. Hernan Gomez, Doris, still finding his way, but has a solid foundation.
Well, I think, Kevin, you can see the footwork and awareness on the offensive end are both solid. One big area for him to improve, though, Kev, would be his play on the defensive end. He's shown that he can handle steady minutes and be a contributor, but that's got to be better.
Hornets leading by 7. Here's Stone. Screen by Howard. Stone dishes to Monk. Stone kicks to Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Williams. Again, the miss by Williams. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from for the Knicks.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Batum passes to Williams. Another miss by Williams. Knicks trail by 7. They set the pick. Beasley kicks to Lee. Pass to Ntilikina. New York, no good that time either. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Here's Stone. Screen by Howard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Doors with every team looking to spread the floor, get that space. Most big men are being asked to increase their range. Is the practice time going into that taking away from working, for instance, on other fundamentals that a big guy should be working on?
Here's how you know this is for real. When you hear Dwight Howard talking about the fact that this guy is going to spend an entire summer trying to develop the range because he wants to extend his playing career.
Sure.
Dwight Howard at one time was the single most dominant back-to-the-basket low-post center. They surrounded him with shooters. They put him in pick and roll, and he was an absolute monster. You know what? I don't know if it'll take away from the other fundamentals for the center. I do know that the role of center has drastically changed in the NBA.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Charlotte. Zeller comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Kid Gilchrist in for Nicholas Batum. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Jack's checked in. So he gets them both. Knicks trail by 9. Beasley the screen. And Jack kicks to Beasley. Shoots over Kidd-Gilchrist. No good from Beasley.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Now, here's Monk, covered by Lee. Shot from the wing. The shot by Monk is no good.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Now, here's O'Quinn looking for his first basket still in this one.
Well, you don't get much more wide open inside the arc. He simply got to make that shot.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Hornets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he makes the first.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Charlotte. And a switcher also for New York. McDermott's checked in for Michael Beasley. And both free throws good from Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. New York calls timeout.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Well, Greg, I think I love the timeout call. At least it gives you a shift in momentum. It's a smart move.
Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. Second, the Knicks.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. 11-point game. Hernan Gomez passes to O'Quinn. Screen by Lee. Carter-Williams against Jack. 3 on the clock. Trying to get back on track. The shot comes out, and Charlotte will go the other way with it.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pick by Zeller. Monk with the ball. In the corner, it's Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Kidd-Gilchrist has got 6.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Screen by Lee. There's a good screen. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Monk.
Now, this guy's a tremendous free throw shooter. You'd just like to see Lee get to the line a little bit more often.
And looking at the career of Courtney Lee, you know, has hopped around from team to team a bunch of times and always a valued teammate, but just hadn't stayed on one team for very long.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And with Lee, you know exactly what you're going to get with his defense and shooting.
And Lee is always going to be a wanted commodity. His ability to defend and shoot aren't easy to find, and you just hope he's able to kind of settle into a long-term situation.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bacon's checked in. And both free throws good for Lee. Charlotte leading by 11. Monk kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Bacon. Lee with the steal. Now here's McDermott. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Here's Hernangomez. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his third rebound on the night.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Outstanding pass. He reads the play as it develops, and his lead pass is absolutely perfect.
And there's the pass to Hernangomez. Lee outside. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Lee's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, sets the screen. You see Willie with the strong base and the toughness to hold his position.
Over in the corner, Williams connects from three-point range. Williams has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Charlotte. Knicks trail by 14. Pick by O'Quinn. Inside, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
I love the tenacity right now. Definitely on the prowl, looking for every opportunity to make a steal. The other team has got to be sharp.
Kemba Walker is checked in for Monk. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Hernangomez. Count the basket.
Kev, quick to the punch. Good anticipation by Willie, that time owning the offensive glass.
Here's Charlotte now. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. He dishes it to Williams. Here's Bacon, covered by Lee. Bacon's shot is off.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Stolen. 59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Walker with it. He's picked up by Lee. Bacon the pass to Walker. Some nice passing here by Charlotte. Bacon's shot is off. Knicks trail by 12. Lee outside. The drive by Noah. Pass to Ntilikina. He feeds it to Noah. 5 to shoot. Here's Lee. And that one is off. Excellent D there from Williams. Outside, Walker passes to Bacon. They set the pick. Up top, Walker. Hits the front of the rim and out. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be right back after this.
Voila. 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 Yeah. Voila.
And now let's take a listen on head coach Steve Clifford.
Well, we're doing well. Great job. Show your hands. Show your hands. Don't foul.
Moments ago, Steve Clifford talking about defensive technique. Doesn't want to give up free points at the charity line.
And by focusing in on the smallest thing, his guys know how serious he is. One of the better defensive coaches in our league.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. They've got McDermott. Hardaway is out there with Ntilikina. Then there's Noah. And And it's Porzingis in at the power forward position. The Knicks making a switch here. Kanter's checked in. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kanter.
Well, that's an example of two teammates on a different page. They're both looking at each other like, hey, what was going on there?
Charlotte leading by 12. Now here's Walker. Kicks it to Kaminsky. His three-pointers off the mark.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Pass to Ntilikina. Back to Porzingis. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Porzingis has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Knicks. On the wing, Lamb. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Zeller against Kanter. A nice shot by Zeller.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Here's Porzingis. After the basket by Charlotte, they set the pick. Pass to Ntilikina. There's a screen by Kanter. A floater. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Zeller's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. There's the feed to Lamb. Now Walker outside Kid Gilchrist. Walker with his screen for Kid Gilchrist. McDermott with a steal. Here's Porzingis. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. Hornets leading by 12. Lamb dishes to Walker. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Zeller. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Zeller's got the lead up to 14 now for Charlotte. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Yeah, no, not at all. It's a good call, Greg. They need a fresh, new approach here.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jeff Hornacek said to his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Now, here's Walker. Dishes it to Lamb. And Walker kicks to Kaminsky. Outside for Batum. Feeds it to Lamb. From outside, off the mark. Knicks trail by 14. Outside, Porzingis. They get the rebound. Up again. And Kanter able to finish.
I love that Kanter will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
Now here's Walker. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. He kicks it to Lamb. Kanter against Zeller. Goes back up. Banked in off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 14.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Screened by Porzingis. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he continues to be a dangerous scorer for them, but he can't do it all by himself. Someone else has got to help them climb out of this hole.
Now here's Zeller. Right side, Batum. Oh, good on the triple. Knicks trail by 12. Pass to Ntilikina. He tries for three. Rebounded by Lamb.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
And here's Walker. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. Wants to get it to Zeller and does. Porzingis with the block. Here's McDermott. It's tipped.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Walker the pass to Zeller. Back to Walker. Over in the corner, Lamb. And again, the Hornets missing. Knicks trail by 12. To the middle. Pass to Ntilikina. With the teardrop, it's rebounded by Charlotte. Batum's got his third rebound tonight. Outside, Walker. Doesn't go for him. The Knicks go the other way with it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The dish to Kaminsky. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
He had a make from downtown in the first half, but no threes since then.
I love the fact that Ntilikina is skilled at being a ball mover. He's got a pass-first mentality, and that's winning basketball.
That Unleash Chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. And so here's Charlotte following the score by New York. Here's Lamb. Good on the triple.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Here's Ntilikina. Cantor sets the pick for Hardaway. Second shot opportunity. Got a hand on it.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Well, that's the shot they want. He always has the green light when he's that open. Boy, one miss isn't going to change that.
Ntilikina gets the bucket.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
They set the pick. Walker dishes to Batum. Pass to Kaminsky. He feeds it to Walker. The pass to Kaminsky. Porzingis with the block. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Knicks trail by 11. He dishes it to McDermott. Porzingis with a screen on Batum. There's a screen by Cantor. A three from Porzingis. Rebounded by Lamb. Lamb's got his fifth rebound in this one. To the middle, here's Walker. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. That's good from Kemba Walker. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Knicks trail by 13. Passes to Cantor. Right wing. McDermott, no one around him, drills the three-pointer.
Well, we know that McDermott came into the league with a reputation as a dead-eye shooter. Get your hands up and contest or he'll make you pay.
Now, here's Walker. Kicks it to Zeller. The feed to Lamb. Picked by Zeller. Clock at 6. And Lamb kicks to Zeller. There's Walker with the three. Trains the three-pointer. And the Hornets lead by 13.
Yeah, the D was on him there, but he still managed to knock it down. Nice to be able to make a contested jumper.
Dishes it to Hardaway. There's a screen by Cantor. Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. Puts it up from 15. That doesn't go either for Porzingis.
Boy, they leave an area of the floor totally unprotected, and he lets it go to waste.
Lamb passes to Walker. On the wing, Lamb. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 5 assists in the game. Knicks trail by 16. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
You know, it'll be interesting to see what coach draws up here.
Well, they need to stop this run, and a great timeout that hopefully gives his team some energy.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwight Howard.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Dwight Howard's checked in for Charlotte. Walker with it. Screen by Howard. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Walker's got 9 points here in the second half. Knicks trail by 18. Feeds it to McDermott. Pass to Ntilikina. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. There's a screen by Cantor. New York working now with the fresh shot clock. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Cantor's got 4 this quarter.
The efficiency of Enes Kanter is impressive. This guy's massive on the blocks and knows how to score.
And Lamb kicks to Kaminsky. Howard in the post. He's against Cantor. The 10-footer. Here's Lamb. He kicks it to Howard. Outside, Batum. Howard in the post. He's covered by Cantor. Another miss by Howard. Knicks trail by 16.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Hornets.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession, we watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Dwight Howard.
Boy, what a security blanket this guy has been on the offensive end. He made sure they didn't suffer any cold spells. And anytime the offense started to get stagnant, they could get him the basketball, and he'd get them in the right position.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
I think I like the skill set of Doug McDermott. He's a phenomenal shooter, and he's got tremendous range.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Joakim Noah is checked in for Enes Kanter. Lance Thomas comes in for Porzingis. Jarrett Jack is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Sessions subbed in for Ntilikina. And he's good on the second.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
And Walker kicks to Howard. Over Noah. Kaminsky in the corner. Back to Howard. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
Thomas sets a screen for McDermott. That shot off.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Michael, the key to this game for the team tonight?
It was just a team effort. You know, we moved the ball on defense. We were trying to help everybody out and be in the right spots all the time, and we were able to come up with the win.
Part of a rebuilding team here, Michael. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.